So here's problem number 19 from section 9.5. Question is, does this series converge or diverge? It's an alternating series, so convergence will be easy to show if it does converge. Divergence is an alternating series is easy to show. And we'll start by saying, well, what happens when we take the limit as n approaches infinity of, we ignore the alternating part and write this. And I might ask the question, which one of these gets bigger faster? 10 to the n or n to the 10th? Now I want you to imagine n being really large, 1,000,000. So 10 to the 1,000,000th power. That's pretty big. Okay, 1,000,000 to the 10th power. That's pretty big too, but which one's bigger? Taking 10 and multiplying it by itself 1,000,000 times, or taking 1,000,000 and multiplying by itself 10 times?
The second.
The second.
Multiplying 1,000,000 by 10 times.
Well, okay, let's just play that mind game out. 1,000,000, or 10 to the 1,000,000th power is going to be a 1 followed by 1,000,000 zeros. All right? N to the or 1,000,000 to the, this is 1,000,000 to the 1,000,000 power. All right? Okay. 1,000,000 to the 10th power is going to be 1,000,000 times 1,000,000 times 1,000,000 times 1,000,000. That's going to be a 1 followed by 60 zeros. Now, which one's bigger? A 1 followed by 1,000,000 zeros, or a 1 followed by 60 zeros?
10 to the 1 followed by 1,000,000.
Which one's bigger? This thing's going to infinity. Therefore, this series diverges. Now, another way of looking at this question is that we could always also ask the question, just say, which one goes, which, another way of looking at this question would also be, we could apply the ratio test to this, to the absolute value of each term. So let's look at the limit as n approaches infinity of 10 to the n plus 1 over n plus 1 to the 10th, and then n to the 10th over 10 to, or n to the 10th divided by 10 to the n. Let's look at that rate, like if we're applying the ratio test. When I clean that up, I end up getting 10 on the top, and I get 10 over 10 n plus 1 to the 10th.
Is that
No, that's not right. This is to the 10th. All right. Now, what happens when I apply the limit here? Well, as n gets really big, n over n plus 1 is essentially going to be 1. 1 to the 10th, just 1. This thing is equal to 10. Well, this number is larger than 1. When we apply the ratio test, we compare it to 1. If it's larger than 1, it is divergent. By ratio test. Okay, so by either method, we're finding that the series is divergent. Okay, now my guess is that you looked at it and you said, boy, that goes to 0, therefore convergent. But indeed, there's a big difference between those two functions. only a couple of things grow faster than something to the nth power. N factorial goes faster, and n to the nth goes faster. Not much goes faster than something to the nth. Thank you very much. That looks wonderful.
Is there Chaplain Wisconsin?
Okay, so this is going to go. Oh my. Fit.
I was going to fold them.
I'll do
I
that.
figure you could fold them.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.